For the better part of the last decade, the NFC North has belonged to the Green Bay Packers and their de facto leader, Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has been every bit the quarterback every NFL franchise longs to have under center. Stability, consistency, and not to mention all-pro level production year in and year out. Back during the moments leading up to the 2021 NFL Draft, not only was Rodgers' displeasure with the Packers front office made public, but the reasons became articulated. From frustration with the Packers brass for moving up in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft to select Jordan Love to just being 37 and at a different stage of his life, engaged to be married and supposedly enamored with the thought of hosting Jeopardy. Things became even more serious when Rodgers reportedly rebuffed a restructure and turned down an extension. This leads us to today's question of the day. Do you believe the Aaron Rodgers era is over in Green Bay? Late Friday night, C.com's Bill Huber noticed and made mention of several sportsbooks taking down the lines of multiple Packers-related props, including the team's over-under on wins, as well as those of other NFC North teams. Here's why that's ultimately significant. Vegas wants your money. According to Huber, those props coming off the board completely indicate that oddsmakers believe Rodgers will announce his retirement sometime early next week before the Packers are scheduled to begin training camp on July 28. It's always important to be following the money, and while the books have taken down the odds for the Packers multiple times since Rodgers' displeasure with the team was made public back in April, the timing of this is pretty peculiar. For Rodgers, it's worth noting that his agent, David Dunn, is the same agent who helped Carson Palmer retire his way out of Cincinnati, ultimately forcing the Bengals into eventually trading him to the Oakland Raiders. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where Vegas isn't making a buck, there's something off. It could turn out Vegas is just holding off taking any more money on these props until they have more information in front of them. It could be an indicator of something more, but it's hard to tell right now. Regardless, we'll all be patiently awaiting Wednesday to see whether or not this offseason drama between the Packers and their franchise quarterback was a whole lot of nothing, or the departure of one of the league's most prolific stars from the only team he's ever known. Earlier this month, our own Kyle Yost polled the pride of Detroit faithful on whether or not Rodgers would play for the Packers in 2021. 62% voted yes, while 38% thought Rodgers would play elsewhere or retire. Let's see how you're all feeling less than a week away from the start of training camp and with Rodgers and Packers star wideout Davante Adams posting images of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen from The Last Dance. Your turn.